Hey everyone. So in this lecture we will see how can we enable the communication between two Docker containers. So I have created two service, that is service 1 and service 2. Service 1 is running on port number 8091 and service 2 is running on port number 8083. So these two are Java microservice where service 1 will try to communicate with the service 2. So I have already created the image. The only purpose of this video is to see how can two Docker containers communicate with each other. So let me start these containers. So as I said, we have two service 1 and service 2, where service 1 is running on port number 8091 and service 2 is running on port number 8083. So first let me check if these containers are running. So first let me stop these containers. Okay, so let me stop docker rm-f service 1 and service 2. So right now not any containers is running. Let me check again. Yes, and we have two images of where one is service 1 and service 2. So let me run service 1. So this is docker command which run the Docker containers. So let me start service 1. Okay, what it is saying, invalid reference format. Okay, I think name. And let me start service 2. Service 2 is running on port number 8083. Okay, okay, both service has been started, and as I said earlier, we will try to hit service 1 using Postman, where service 1 will try to communicate with the service 2. So let me hit and check. So I'm hitting service 1 and it is saying internal server error. Let me check the logs. So in the logs we can see it is saying service 2 name of service not known. Why it is saying? Because when we run any Docker container, so each Docker container have its own IP address, and so it need one network where it can send the request to another Docker container and another Docker container will return the response. So without network they cannot communicate with each other. So now let me stop these containers again. Now what I will do, first I will create one network. We have commands, docker network create. Let me give a name like mynet 1, and I think we don't need this key. So network has been created, and now we will run these two Docker containers within this network. So let me give the name -net mynet 1, and again here -net mynet 1. So these two services has been started. Let me hit again. So I will hit service 1 using Postman, and internally service 1 will try to communicate with the service 2. Now you can see I have hit service 1, but in response we can see service 2 says hi. So that's mean now service 1 is able to communicate with the service 2. So this little thing we need to keep in mind whenever we try to run two Docker containers, and we want these two should communicate with each other. So we need to create one network where they can communicate with each other. Without the network they cannot send the request and they cannot communicate. So this is the key thing in Docker containers. Whenever we create containers, any microservice, and we want to communicate with each other, so we need to create network, and these containers would run within the same network. So this is all for this video.